Joining me now is Democrat Congressman Dutch Ruppersberger of Maryland. He's the ranking member on the House Intelligence Committee and received a classified briefing last night from the administration on the situation in Iraq. Congressman, thanks so much for being here.
Good to be here.
We appreciate it. With ISIS inching closer to Baghdad, is there a timetable on when President Obama needs to make this decision?
Well, first, let me say the president has some very difficult decisions. We have ISA. It's a terrorist group. They're very violent. So violent that traditional al-Qaeda had literally expelled them from al-Qaeda because of their tactics in killing Muslims. The issue is whether or not we will get involved from an airstrike point of view, and at this point, it's too soon to tell. You know, we have Maliki, who is president of Iraq. One of the reasons he has the problem now is that he excluded both the Sunni and also the Kurds from his government.
Right.
Now, the second thing that he's doing is he's calling out for help for us, but also Iran. And, you know, we want to make sure that we don't get in a situation where we look like we're against the Sunni population and working with Iran. So there's some very difficult decisions to be made here right now.
You're the ranking Democrat on the House Intelligence Committee. Right now, the congressional leadership is in with President Obama talking about this. In meetings like this, are members of Congress there just to learn information, or are members of Congress also there to make their case, to say what they think should be done?
Well, I'm a member of the Gang of Eight, and we get the most sensitive information. And when we get contacted and briefed, they tell us what the classified information is, like the bin Laden situation, that type of thing, and then they ask our advice. You know, if I were in that room in leadership, what I would advise the president is that, number one, the most important issue is to bring a coalition together.
An international coalition.
International, but more of the Arab League, who are really very much involved, the Gulf states that are right there. They have a lot to lose here. We have a lot of dominance there with Saudi Arabia, who's Sunni. So we have to make sure that they are involved and that we separate the Sunni situation from the terrorist situation. You know, ISIS is bad, and they have to be stopped. And the reason they have to be stopped, because not only are they in Iraq now, but they're in Syria, one of the most dangerous countries in the world. You have Americans, you have Europeans who are fighting for the bad guys. They're extremists. We have a situation where an American actually was a suicide bomber. We have another situation like that in France. But the problem, they have USA or have European passports, so they have the ability to go back and forth. If they're radicalized, they can be very dangerous to our country and to the citizens we're here to protect.
Do you think that there should be airstrikes against ISIS? Is it even possible? Are there even good targets, given that they're terrorists, they blend in with the local population?
Before you even consider that, again,
right.
I believe, number one, there needs to be a coalition.
Right.
We just can't be the sheriff for the whole world, and then we can't get back in with another type of Iraq situation.
Would that coalition include Iran?
Well, no, you know, I have a concern there. I think Iran exports terrorism. I wouldn't trust Iran at this point, but they do have a close relationship with Maliki. And if for a sidebar conversation or whatever, that they can influence Maliki to bring the Sunni and the Kurds back into the tent to really de-escalate what is happening, we should at least use them for that point of view. But I would have a very difficult time trusting or working with Iran at this time.
How concerned are you about the chatter and insurgent websites or terrorist-supporting websites about if the United States does do airstrikes against ISIS in Iraq, there will be an order or a fatwa to attack U.S. interests, to attack U.S. embassies?
You have to always be aware of threats, but you can't be intimidated by the threats. We're the strongest country in the world. We're going to stand up and protect all Americans wherever they are in the world, and we're not going to be influenced in any way by these threats, wherever they come from. We have to get intelligence and check this out. And we also, by the way, when it gets back to Iraq again, we need more intelligence. And by coming together with a coalition, we get, hopefully, our Arab states who have people and relationships in Iraq who can let us know where people are. Because you don't just go in and use airstrikes and kill innocent people. That's not who we are and what we do. You have to make sure they're focused and you're going after leadership in ISIS.
How much do you think this is blowback as a result of the United States not taking more of the initiative in Syria, not supporting more of the moderates in Syria, so that ISIS was able to grow and strengthen and thrive, and now they're going into Iraq?
Well, ISIS is just a small part of what's happening in Syria.
Right.
Very dangerous area. I think looking back, maybe we could have been more aggressive, but that's looking back, and let's learn from that. I think what we need to do now, again, from a coalition point of view, do whatever we need to do to get the intelligence and find a way to de-escalate what's happening in Syria. Syria is the most dangerous place in the world because that's where the jihad, the extremists are there, and they're being trained and radicalizing people to come in and attack, whether it's Europe, United States, or whatever. That concerns me a lot. We've got to stand up to ISIS.
Congressman Dutch Ruppersberger from Maryland, thank you so much. Really appreciate you being here.
Right.
Coming up next, Iraq.